If you only have 20 minutes is better than nothing.
It shows honor. It shows respect. It shows that you still care about the relationship.
You're welcome. We just fixed your marriage. I know there's busy couples out there, but busyness should not keep you from getting busy.
Stop it.
I'm just saying, this is the married life. Micro dates. Have you heard of a micro date?
I mean, I'm sure we've done one.
Right. Micro dates. If time is such a constraint, plan shorter micro dates. Get a coffee break together, a quick walk, cooking a meal, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. You said you like to go on walks after dinner. So I try to help implement that because I was listening intentionally.
That's definitely not a date, though.
No, it's not, because we have a bunch of kids that follow us on our walk. But when we can go on a walk together, micro dates, they work. Do something. You don't have to spend 5 hours together. If you only have 20 minutes is better than nothing. Because in those 20 minutes, again, be
intentional.
Thank you. What would you say about that?
Oh yeah, you can do a lot in 20 minutes.
Leave your phone at home.
I winked if all of you guys are listening.
Yeah, for any of the podcast listeners. Again, take your watch off. Try to leave the kids at home.
Yeah.
Just go on a date. You too. Even the micro date of working out together. That's an hour, 45 minutes, whatever, in the gym together. And you're talking, having a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do this one all the time. Number 2 is combine errands with fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we just make it fun. I don't know why you like going to Costco with me, but
listen, every man loves going to Costco because they give out free food. That's why I like going to Costco.
Well, I like going to Costco.
You want to take me to Walmart? Pass. You want to take me to Target? Pass. You want to take me to Costco? In. Just so you know.
It becomes a date until he leaves me because he gets distracted by certain things.
But then I bring things
that we don't need.
But they will fulfill me.
But that's what I'm saying. It becomes fun. It's just like a fun thing that we do.
Well, it's fun for you. It's not for me because you're telling me to put things back.
Well, then don't come with me. Morning dates are really good, though. Number 3, morning dates. I think, you can do these in or out of the house.
Yep.
I don't know. It depends on your living situation, but sometimes that'll work better for other people, too. Like, for your mom, she's a morning person.
Yep.
We could go to the gym, go get coffee, do whatever we need to do in the morning. And then you're not missing out on any important time.
Yeah.
It's, necessary.
Well, it's like even my own routine. I wake up pretty early. Like today, I think I was up at 4:15. I do my prayer time, my Bible reading. Then I'm at the gym by 5, come home, work on some married life content or sermons, different things. And I'm trying to do all this before my family wakes up, because the big thing is I want to invest in myself so I have overflow for you, overflow for them. It's a sacrifice if you're not a morning person to wake up earlier. If you're both morning people, then it's even the micro date of the in-house date of the morning date combined.
Right.
You're just having coffee on the couch together and just talking.
Absolutely.
Not having the phone out, not check, because again, first thing in the morning, we're checking email, checking text, checking phone. It's no, I want to check in on my spouse. How's my spouse doing?
Yeah.
And so that's a simple micro morning at home, cheap budget date. Everything right there in one. You're welcome.
Nailed it.
You're welcome.
Nailed it.
We just fixed your marriage.
Yeah.
And ourselves. Let's try this one tomorrow. I'll wake you up with me at 4.
Dang it.
All right. This is what we're going to do. The last 6. Okay. We want to talk about making it special. You alluded to this earlier, and I do. I love this. Getting dressed up. Actually taking time and doing my hair, putting on pants and a shirt, I guess, getting dressed up. I like it though. When I get to put on my blazer, when we're I don't know,
going out to dinner, going to something.
Just getting fancier than just shorts and a white tee, even though all I own are t-shirts.
That's true. You're very basic.
I have a couple button-ups.
Somebody told me this one time, and it really convicted me. Probably not to the point that I really do it every time, but it is getting dressed up, even if it is for a night in. Because she said, why would you get so dressed up to go out with your spouse, but not in? Who are you trying to impress, your spouse or other people?
Dang. Mic drop.
I was like, that is so true.
Yep.
Why wouldn't I dress up for my spouse if he is the only one that's going to see me?
Yep.
Why wouldn't I do that? That just tells me that you're getting dressed up for everybody else but your spouse.
If you thought that was as good as I did, hit that like button right now, because other people need to hear that.
It's so true. Oh, my spouse knows. Yeah. My spouse knows how homeless I can look. Absolutely. But sometimes you need to, it shows honor. It shows respect. It shows that you still care about the relationship.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about like whatever is fancy and nice for you. Like, don't think you have to like overextend expenses or be somebody that you're not. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But you know what it is for you.
Yep.
You know what that means.
Yep.
You getting dressed up.
Well, that reminds me of another video I'm going to post at the end here where we talked about taking care of yourself. We talk about 4 ways to revitalize your sex life. And one of them is taking care of yourself. Not in the sexual way, taking care of yourself, but what you just said. Like, it's important. You're taking care of yourself. You're dressing up. You're doing your hair. You're getting your hair done. You're getting your nails done. You're working out. All those different things.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna link that at the end so everybody can see it on the screen. Just click that. Okay. Another thing. Create the ambiance.
Ooh.
What you think about that, girl?
That music.
Come on, them candles.
We got that romantic playlist on
You know
our
we do.
Amazon Music.
You know we do.
He starts to play it in the car sometimes. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
This is what happens.
What happened was
I just played on my phone the night before, and then when I just plug it into the car, it's just already going. So I don't know if it's prophetic or,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I think it's the Lord just like,
Alexa
hey.
knows.
Hey,
Alexa knows.
She does. She's like, hey, he's still in the mood.
Here's my time.
The next one, DIY projects. This
Yes.
has got your name all over it.
Oh, this is my love language.
I'm just going to drift in the background. Go for it.
I
Say what you
love
wanna say.
this. This is great. That's it. DIY projects. I love it.
The other day, where were we? Oh, we were at the gym on our date. And Krissy here is watching HGTV staring at it. 2 people, one of them is a trainer, actually comes up and she's like, are you using these 2 machines? I said,
no, I'm watching TV. Get out of my way.
But as you're watching it, she tells me, she's like, oh, should we get back into like flipping chairs? And
I did not say we, because I know you hate it. But in Indiana, when, I had time, our life looked different. I loved flipping furniture.
yeah.
I loved
Not like Jesus, okay?
Yeah,
Not like
flipping tables.
not like out of
I like to do
out of
that
a
too
righteous
sometimes.
anger.
Maybe sometimes I get mad.
It's
I just
just
wanna
I
flip
just
the
want them to know, specifically like
Yes,
this isn't the righteous anger. This is the
creativity part.
there
of
it is.
me.
Okay.
So I would get like
Because Jesus was creative. He was a carpenter.
he
You are
built-
just
no.
you are just trying to be like Jesus.
No.
Oh, you're
He
not?
built it. I just paint it. But it's like it was a stress relief for me. Like I enjoy. It's probably like my upbringing. My dad was very like he worked with his hands all of the time, and every time that my dad was doing something like that, I was like with him. I was his free laborer, of course. It probably wasn't fun at the time. No, I remember loving it. I have built houses with my dad. I have refinished our basement with my dad. Anytime, I literally remember being in the garage with him all of the time. And so that's like a part of like my upbringing. Like you like go-karts, that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
And so DIY
I got the need
project.
for speed. You got the need to build.
I just want to shoot the nail gun.
Yeah. Well, it's even like the other day at church, one of the guys was amazed that you knew what an Allen wrench was. And I was like, listen, you obviously don't know who Krissy and I are.
You don't know.
We
He said stuff before. He like something about drill bits and a bunch. I was like, what are you talking about? You have no idea who I am.
No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, what's that? Chip and Joanne? You're Joanne.
Joanne.
Now
Yeah,
you just
but
got to
you're
find
not
your chip. No, definitely not. Okay, next one. Again, making it special, cooking together. We talked about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Super simple. If you like cooking together, if she likes cooking, and do it together. Like that's
eat
something.
anyway.
100%. You got to eat anyways. It can be fun. It also can be stressful because I'm trying to actually make breakfast because I make breakfast
You're actually hungry.
because I'm actually hungry. And then also I'm selfish. So it's like when I'm making breakfast, usually I'm like listening to like either a podcast or ESPN or something. Well, now lately my kids want to cook with me. So I've been like, okay, I'm not going to listen to a podcast. I'm going to do that. But as they cook, they're just dropping eggs left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Literally today, Ellis drops an egg on the counter. It cracks. And then he just holds it there upside down while it's just like
dripping on the ground.
Yeah. I'm like, and then he dropped another one on his chair. And I'm like, these are memories. Memories, Joe. Memories. You know, you got to like, as a dad, you're like getting aggravated because we expect perfection because we're perfect. I know we're sinners. Anyways, next one, revisit places where you went on your relationship at first.
Mm-hmm.
Different, you know, obviously we didn't live in California, so it's hard to revisit memory lane for us. But different places where we used to date, go to the beach, go on drives, go and make out, all those things, you know,
Yeah.
especially you're married now. Go. Listen, you used to sneak around and go make out. Go to that same place in your car now and do it. Like now that you're married, now you're under the covenant of God. It's okay.
Go do it.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't. We should do that. Go find a place to make out in our car.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm getting ideas, preaching to myself here. Okay. And the last one for making it special, goal setting.
I really like this.
Why?
Shameless plug. We have a book coming out
Yes, we do.
and a workbook,
Yes.
Blueprints of Marriage.
Yep.
And this is all about goal setting.
Yes, it is.
It's about building the marriage of your dreams.
Yep.
Goal setting is so important in your marriage.
Yes. Listen, if you want a free first chapter to that, I'm going to put a link below.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Just came to mind. You can click it and we will send you that free first chapter when it's out. And we'd love your input in it because we're working on this now. So we'd love your
Absolutely.
your insight. Be like, ooh, this was great, or this makes no sense at all.
Yeah. Love it.
But just like what you're saying, because one of the big parts of this is that, you know, the Bible talks about that where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision for your marriage will perish.
Absolutely.
The word vision is the same word for dream. It's the same word for purpose. If your marriage doesn't have purpose, if you're not dreaming in your marriage, if you don't have hope in your marriage, if you don't have a vision for your marriage, you're not going to have a marriage.
Yeah.
And so goal setting is so great. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times in school, we don't learn how to goal set, right? It's like you don't learn how to set budgets. You don't really know how to learn how to critical think. It's really like think this way.
Do this.
100%. And so that's why our book is very much going to be a hands-on things to practically put in place today. It's like things that you'll be able to do today and have a better marriage tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be so practical. Just like this, like literally like this was a practical podcast. We gave you so much content today to go on a date. Because literally, as we're talking about this, we're saying, hey, there's 10 ways. This is how you bring back intimacy. There's 10 ways. And this is just number 1 of 10.
Yeah.
It's dating. And it took us an hour almost to go through that because of how important it is. And so we just want you to know, you got to, again, going through, you know, like you saw it, but the focus that it takes, scheduling it, being intentional about it, having questions ready, getting dressed up, understanding it's actually going to be, I'm going to be less stressed. I could do it at home, whatever it is, but I'm going to set a goal to date my spouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So good. Right here is that video we talked about earlier about the 4 ways to revolutionize your sex life. And we just talked about one of them. The third one is actually taking care of yourself. So go ahead, click this right now, and you're going to see what the other 3 are.